Hey, this is Money Coach Mark Becker from Wiser Financial Coaching, and I've got a big smile on my face because today I get to talk about Roth conversions, actually the pitfalls or potential pitfalls of Roth conversions. As an investor, you might have noticed last year there's a huge marketing push in the financial industry. There were seminars all over the place by self-proclaimed Roth conversion experts and the like to help investors get their minds and their hands around actually doing a Roth conversion in the tax year 2010. Now there are some potential benefits and a couple of things that have loosened up with the IRS in 2010 for people that are trying to make Roth conversions. Number one, the household income limitation of $100,000 has been waived, meaning before 2010, if your household income exceeded $100,000, you couldn't do a Roth conversion at all. And another potential benefit is for people that are considering making this conversion, you have up until 2012 to report this income on your taxes and pay the tax bill on the amount that you convert. So there's a couple of potential benefits for people that are considering Roth IRA conversions. The things that we would convert into a Roth IRA are other qualified accounts, such as an IRA, a 401k, or a 403b that you might have through your employer. Now, while you are allowed at this point to make this conversion, one of the things that I noticed a number of seminars that I attended failed to discuss were potential problems that making this conversion could actually create for you in your financial life. Number one, you have to remember that making this conversion is going to be considered, at least in the next 3 years, as ordinary income to you on your tax return. So if you are a household already making over $100,000, a large conversion into a Roth IRA might tip the scales just enough that you wind up paying even more tax than all of your other normal and typical income. Another potential pitfall for making this Roth conversion is it can trigger or worsen an already ongoing alternative minimum tax event. The alternative minimum tax is where the IRS starts lessening or taking away entirely certain deductions that you have, such as mortgage interest, other passive losses from rental real estate, and things of that nature. And finally, if you actually have a child that might be applying for financial aid within the next 3 years of making a Roth conversion, this might make it impossible for that child to get actually any sort of financial aid, as the school or the supplier of such aid or income for educational purposes might deem your household as making too much money just because you've made this conversion. So there are a few pitfalls that you want to make sure that you don't fall into before actually making the conversion. How do you make sure about this? Well, there are a lot of different calculators and things online, but as with many resources that I find online, you might plug the exact same information into 3 or 4 different calculators and get 3 or 4 different answers. So the best advice that I can give you is to contact us or your tax advisor and have them run the numbers. There's a couple of things that are really important that you'll find out by having this done before you actually make the conversion. Number one, if any of these events that I've mentioned before might be triggered unknowingly, at least you'll know about them beforehand. And most importantly, you'll find out what the tax liability actually is going to be, which is extremely important. You're going to want to know how much money that you're going to have to pay in taxes to make this conversion. That's not a surprise that you want to pop up, say in 2011 or 2012 as you're paying your tax bill. And on a final note, in regard to your tax bill, while you can liquidate even more money from a qualified account to pay the taxes that are owed, you're going to have to pay ordinary income tax, and if you're younger than 59 and a half, an additional 10% excise tax on top of that. So you'll want to do some sincere tax planning to figure out, is this conversion going to make sense for you? Are you going to trigger a taxable event that's unwanted, and how you're actually going to pay the taxes and how much of those taxes you're actually going to incur. This is Money Coach Mark Becker from Wiser Financial Coaching. If you have any questions about Roth IRA conversions or anything else financially related, just get in touch with us with this fancy information that's magically appeared next to me. Until next time, take it easy. Mark Becker, Wiser Financial Coaching.